What is poppin', beautiful people? Welcome to Terrell Tries. I'm your host, Terrell Britton, and we are going to be talking about self-tanners for deeper skin tones. Like, we even need a tan to begin with. But I have my girl Phelisha here from the Mixed Makeup team because she has inspired me to try a spray tan. I want to hear more about like why you started and what kept you going about it.
So I've been spray tanning and experimenting with self-tanner for a few years now, and the number one reason I love it is just because it gives me this super healthy vacation glow. Other reasons I love it is it helps to hyperpigmentation, really even out my skin tone. I deal with hyperpigmentation on my elbows, knees, armpits, so I love that it gives me a very nice even tone. It also helps to define my muscles, and now that I've been at the gym a bit more, I really love the extra boost of definition. And I think it makes colors look better on my skin. It really just gives you the extra boost that you need. I obviously am not using self-tanner to get more color. It's more about enhancing the skin tone that I already was blessed with.
I'm the type of person, like, I do have lighter areas on my body, which I feel like that is common for a lot of deeper complected individuals out there. And actually, when you doing the spray tan and seeing the difference like the next day, I was like, oh, I see a nice evenness, but then also there's this bronziness that you were talking about, like that extra glow.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I just got off a boat off of Saint-Tropez or something. Like, you know, yes.
I started self-tanning at home. I'm actually wearing some self-tanner right now.
Oh, for real? Oh, okay, see, this is the thing. Like, you could have fooled me.
Exactly. But you got your first spray tan, and I'd love to hear all about your experience.
I did. And Alexandra was amazing. She's a celebrity airbrush artist and a Tan Luxe global expert. And the night before, she gave me some tips on prep, and she told me that exfoliating is key, okay, folks? Make sure you have no product on your skin when going to the actual appointment too as well. Mm-hmm. Your artist, what she told me, should be moisturizing you themselves. Do not worry about the moisture. Oh, she told me to bring loose clothing because after you actually get your spray tan done, you don't want tight clothing. You don't want to sweat. You don't want all of that good work to just start melting and sweating off, because once it does, there's no self-tan anymore. I told her my goal was to like have an even skin tone. Like, I have some blotchy areas that are on my skin, which I was never like too much of a fan about. And when we were like talking before, I was like, oh, you know, just give me a bronze. Like, I don't need like the actual like spray tan itself. She was like, well, no, you wanna do the actual spray tan because you're going to see an actual difference in your color. She really educated me on like how it can just really bring this extra glow and contour out to the body. But then it is also like a skin treatment too as well, because you want to look good, and you can do that 24/7 if you want to, because having your actual like gradual tanners, she said, will also prolong the tan. Alrighty, girls, so the tan experience, let me tell you. So I had to wear a Speedo. I didn't have to get like fully naked or anything. I did have my hair covered up because I was just a little eerie on like if spray tan getting your hair or whatnot, is it hard to wash out? Don't know, was not trying to find out. Some things that she actually had did what I liked. She prepped the skin to where like she used this spray that smelled really good. I don't know if it was like a body toner or a body cleanser, whatever it was. She sprayed the actual body down, and she like really made sure she cleansed all the places, especially like your hands, your knees, like your elbows, like those areas that tend to get more drier skin. She even makes sure she put cream on the actual nails and the cuticles so that when you're getting spray tanned, that it is not going onto the actual nail bed and staining the nails, and really making sure also that you're not staining the hands too, because that's one thing. She was like, you do not want your nails to be stained or toenails to be stained. That's when you know you have a good artist, because they're gonna take the time out and they're gonna make sure that all these little areas are covered. Then we went into contouring the body, which I was very happy about, because I was like, ooh, like I get a little extra push. That was actually fun to see, like before you actually put the spray tan on, because I thought that when you put spray tan on, it was just spray. Like you just go ahead and we're just spraying. But she actually went in, she was contouring the body, then she was taking an actual makeup brush, and then like she was like buffing things out to really make sure that there was no harsh lines. And even like in the wrist area and like in the feet area, she really made sure that everything was nice and buff. It took about maybe like 30 minutes or so. And she said a good artist should only take about 15 to 30 minutes max. And she said 30 minutes is when you're talking to a new client and you're taking them step by step. And I was that new client. She took me through the process, and it was really, really great because you're putting on layers of this DHA. Before like everything like settled in and dried, she would actually go in and dry certain key areas so that it would not move. That spray tan, no lie, the next day looked so good.
Yeah, it's all about
So
for
good.
darker skin tones. I think a spray tan for darker skin tones is all about enhancing the complexion we already have and not covering it up. So that's why I think she said to go for the gradual tan rather than the bronze.
Yeah, because I do see a difference in my actual skin tone and seeing that, like I was saying, like the lighter areas, like they look more even, like my legs look more even. Like I'm literally obsessed. And one thing is too, folks, when you do happen to get your spray tan done and after your 3 to 4 hour mark is over, just rinse. Just rinse it off. Do not wash with any soap. You just want to make sure that you just do a light rinse, get out, pat dry, do not rub, and then literally wait the next day to put on any of your moisturizers or whatnot. Those are some things that she gave me to be like, to really make sure that my spray tan is going to flourish and it's going to pop, because that's what I wanted. I wanted to really make sure it did the do.
Did she tell you how long it would take for it to fully develop?
She told me it would take about, at least for me, like 3 to 4 hours. But then she was like, if you really, to like, you know, just kind of like let it sit. But she was like, overnight, she was like, give it 24 hours to really let the color develop.
Did she tell you how long it would last? I know this is different for everyone. Depending on how often you exfoliate and what body products you use, your tan could last longer or not as long. If you're a regular exfoliator like I am, I tend to scrub the tan off much quicker than people that don't exfoliate as often. So how long did she say that your tan would last?
She said my tan would at least last for about a week, maybe 2 weeks. That's why you have like the gradual tanners and self tanners at home to help prolong those areas and prolong that actual spray tan that you had already got.
I'm gonna be showing you guys how I self-tan. Typically, I would do this right out of the shower on clean, dry skin, but I decided to put some clothes on. I thought that would be more YouTube appropriate. I'm using the Isle of Paradise Self-Tanning Body Butter, and my skin is clean and dry. This stuff also has color correcting benefits, so if you have any redness in your skin, it will help to correct that. I don't really struggle with redness, but what I really do love about this product is that it gives you that shimmery glow right away. So this is my skin before. Obviously, I'm not really lacking in the color department, but you'll see this is gonna give me an amazing bronze boost. I like to go in sections, so I take a bit into my hand, this much, and I will just, you know, put it all over my hands. I don't use gloves. I just like to wash my hands right away, but I'm gonna put this all over my body and I will be right back. So I decided just to change into a bikini bottom so that the self-tanner wouldn't get on my shorts, and I did my butt and upper legs off camera. I don't think you guys want to see that. But yeah, I just put it an even coating all over my body, and it will set in, but I want to show you in natural daylight so that you guys can see like the sparkle that I'm talking about. So if you guys can see that bronzy, really fine shimmer, you can only see it in direct sunlight. You'll see as soon as I take it out of direct sunlight, you can't notice it, but I love that, especially when I'm about to go out. It really accentuates my muscles and just makes my skin tone pop. So guys, I'm back 8 hours later to show you the results of the Isle of Paradise Self-Tanning Body Butter. As you can see, I'm definitely more bronzed. My skin tone looks more even, and my muscles, they're definitely popping. So if you have dark skin, these are kind of the results you can expect from using a self-tanner. Very subtle, but I love the bronze glow, the evenness, and the extra definition. I didn't get a lot of extra color, although you can see my palms are definitely orange because I didn't use gloves and didn't wash my hands right away. So that is a dead giveaway. Use gloves if you're a novice. And even if you're not a novice, make sure you either wash your hands right away with soap or you will end up like that. So let me know in the comments, are you guys gonna try the self-tanning body butter? I really love it, especially for the summer. And I feel like this blue bathing suit's even popping more on my skin tone now.
All right, folks, thank you so much for tuning into this video. And please let me know down in the comments what other treatments, self-tanning, spray tanning, adventures, products, whatever I should be trying, because that's what I'm here for, because Terrell is going to try these things, okay? Phelisha, let us know where we can find you at.
You can find me at Phelisha C on Instagram, and if you haven't already, check out my Spray Tan for Dark Skin blog on mixedmakeup.com. It's linked in the description box below, and you can read more about my personal experience with spray tans.
And you can also find me at Terrell Britton. And I want to say thank you so much for tuning in to Terrell Tries, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Bye.